Hello, welcome to Go Frag Yourself here. This is GFYI podcast. I'm Joe. We got Carver on the far side, got Greg on my near side, and we got Chris once again. Welcome back, Chris.
Hello, London.
Fuck London with London. Which London? Don't be.
Does it matter?
Yes, it does matter. Which London?
Next episode, we'll find out why.
Really? You're going to be here again?
Dun, dun, dun.
All right.
Well, he's been on the majority of them so far, so I guess you could call him a regular.
Well,
Yeah.
you're supposed to be featuring Chris, not.
Well, fine. Fuck. Tell me the
Go
ones I
Frank.
shouldn't be here.
Just leave now.
It's okay. What the? Really? No. Okay. Today we're going to be talking about in the gaming news. We're going to talk about Left 4 Dead 3 leaks. We're going to be talking about Street Fighter. We're going to be talking about PlayStation Plus subscribers getting a nice little free hinty thingy. We're going to get down to some Final Fantasy talk. But let's start off with the personal stuff right away. What have you guys been playing throughout the week?
Lots of Rogue Legacy.
Which is
A sweet game.
sweet game.
The same game we talked about last week.
I was going to say, we've talked about it already. I don't know.
Go back to the last podcast if you want to hear about Rogue Legacy.
There was one before it. No. Okay. Let's go with Greg, other side of the table. What have you been playing?
A little bit of Rogue Legacy and a lot of Civilization 5.
That a boy.
Still.
Yeah.
Civ 5 is... It's awesome until fucking Napoleon. It's either Napoleon or Gandhi with me.
Oh, see, they got it right with Napoleon, but then the Gandhi comes up with his what's it? One of the first things he says is, "It's like Erados," but Cadiz like, "Oh, he's nice and everything." Next thing you know, nukes.
Yeah.
Does anybody have anybody else when they play Civilization?
Well, not nukes,
No,
but
I've
he
been
did
playing
beat me
it,
to a... he beat me in a science race while I was trying to do a cultural one. And
See, whenever
yeah.
I play that game though, I always just turn all of the crap off and I go straight domination. I've just been brought up that way in RTSs.
maybe
Well-
you should change your ways.
Your concept of RTS is slightly askew. Real-time strategy?
Next turn.
It's like you try and do commands where you got a third player just hitting the next turn button as fast as effing possible.
Oh Christ! Yeah, that'll be in the future of the LPs for us. I'm pretty sure. There, Civilization 5, 50 episode edition.
I was gonna say don't
Yeah.
think we're gonna be doing that.
Oh, a whole lot of editing in that. Okay, Chris, what have you been playing?
Pretty much the same as last week again, Civ 5. Not as much this week because I have been sunk another 20-some hours in Skyrim. And Rogue Legacy, also got a handful of hours. But on the weekend, I did play this fun game of trying to defeat the network connection in System Shock 2.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Oh my God!
Almost all of us could play.
We failed Showdown or why did
What?
Showdown defeated.
Showdown defeated
I thought you
us.
said Joseph. Like what? What did I do? I didn't do a damn thing. We tried to get up a nice little land LP of through System Shock 2 there, and every time 3 of us logged in, fine. That 4th person comes in, 2 people are gone instantly like that. So we were never actually able to get it going. We're gonna try. We're gonna try to get that going. Greg seems to want to do. I don't know why. I don't know.
because it's a fucking fantastic game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
it's
you just sit
so
there at the
perfect.
menu screen just listening to that. And then your eyes start to bleed from the corner.
You don't know it's a good game until you start bleeding on orifices that shouldn't bleed. Oh yeah, that was a.
Oh, my hair follicles.
Yeah, that's what's doing it to you. What else? Oh, what about a little interesting game that we played over the weekend?
Eggnog.
Yeah.
I can't wait till that's up.
Oh my God! Once we get that up, you people have to watch that because something interesting happens while we record it between a game between Chris and I. And if you haven't played it, I strongly suggest you go out on the internet, find Eggnog, download it, play it, get a buddy or something like that because hours of fun in that game alone, and it gets pretty intense, I will say.
Oh yeah.
Couple
Yeah, it does.
controllers, whatever. Where I first found his buddies built a homemade arcade machine, and we were just playing it on his arcade, and that was just intense.
It is. It's basically a little 8-bit arcade kind of game there, and it's just two guys starting with swords. You can lose your swords. You just got to get past each other, and it's great fun. We'll have it up on our site, and I would strongly suggest it. Anyways, let's see. Let's go into our first topic here while we're getting things out of the way. Let's see. Oh my God! Yeah, this is a big key thing for games. The old school gamers, new school gamers. It's kind of in between of what is an old school gamer and new school gamer, because we're starting to get into like a third and fourth generation of
Some kind of high school gamer.
I guess that could be a technical term, yeah. But the big thing is you compare games from the mid to late 80s and early 90s to games to now, and the big thing you notice is difficulty. The big main thing is difficulty. Games back in the day, like quite a few of them, you needed a game genie to beat because they were difficult.
Sure.
Well,
If you suck.
Carver, did you have a Nintendo growing up?
Nope.
Did you have a Super Nintendo growing up?
Nope.
Did you have a Genesis growing up?
Nope.
Did you have any of the Ataris?
Nope.
Fuck
You
you,
went-
then.
It's a weird step from.
I know. Actually,
I had cousins and friends that had them.
anyways, but yeah, you go from games. Let's see, Ninja Gaiden.
Awesome, solid.
Yep. And
Didn't we try to play that? I can't remember.
Nope.
I don't think so.
No. Damn it! Who the hell was trying to beat that with me?
I don't know.
are you talking about the old one or the new one?
Ninja Gaiden 1, the first NES, and Ninja Gaiden.
I've got the cartridge. We could try it.
Oh,
So do I.
sweet Jesus.
Actually, that would be pretty solid.
If we swap turns in that one, that's going to be brutal.
Quick, plug it into your CD drive. Let's do this.
But
Ninja Gaiden's one of the ones that actually maintained difficulty the whole goddamn time through the entire series.
yeah, that's what. Yeah, they stay true to that. That was good of them, eh? But
I had to get Ninja Gaiden Black. I can't remember if that was a slightly easier version or a slightly harder version, but
Slightly easier.
Yeah.
I remember that because
Yeah.
I was considering getting it.
and I actually managed to beat it. Thankfully, in that one, then someone had it, and I was like, "Oh, the original one," and I was, "Oh, I could totally play through this," and it just got demolished in the first level. And it was just, I'm done with this game. And then Ninja Gaiden 2, the
Guiding.
yeah, the guy on the 360 or whatever, I got to one place, and you got dogs that you're trying to fight. Not only are you fighting like Rottweilers, but they also have swords in their mouths, and they throw ninja stars by spitting them at you. And I was just done.
isn't that an enemy in Dark Souls or something too? A big wolf with a fucking sword in his mouth.
One of the bosses, but it's like
That's
I
the
don't know.
Lord Sif.
Speaking of difficult games, Demon Souls, Dark Souls. But the thing is, though, like those are newer games and they are difficult. But the main selling point and all that stuff for those games is that they are difficult. You will die. A game that's built around that concept is just, it shouldn't be.
No, it should be.
No, it shouldn't be.
That's why all the earlier games were hard, because it was everyone coming from the arcade where I want all your quarters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly why.
Yeah.
The difference is like you need to manage like the punishing versus the difficult. Yeah. Like it needs to be difficult and you want to go, fuck, I almost got it. I'm going to get it this time, as opposed to fuck this game.
Yeah. That's true. Like if you go through and beat that game, then like right away, you're just like, huh.
Yeah, and that's where the Demon Souls and the Dark Souls is. You can see people that, well, even me, I've beat them both, and that's one of my proudest achievements. But I can go back and be just useless character with crap weapons and stuff, but I understand the mechanics and the actual learning of the game, so it's almost a breeze the second time through. It's not so much just like, well, you got a wall of shit thrown at you and you're dead, as much as just learning each individual situation. Yes, it takes a couple deaths sometimes, but it was a well-balanced thing. And then you have just the way that you move in and out with the multiplayer. You can bring in some help and stuff as you need be, but it's not just spoon-feeding you success.
It's just weaning on you. You're going to fucking good at this, and you're going to be good at this at this point in time, and you're going to enjoy this damn game, and you're going to buy the damn sequel when it comes out.
I am going to buy the damn sequel when it comes out.
I heard Dark Souls was easier than Demon Souls, though.
No, actually, I found it harder, much harder.
I've heard harder too. I've never played either one, but I've heard that the second one is harder than the first.
Yeah, the bosses and things like Demon Souls was slightly smaller too, but the way that the level structures were, you can get in and out of places a lot easier, and the bosses were much more manageable compared to Dark Souls. Dark Souls is just nightmarish, some of the bosses. well, actually, I'm still going to admit, like the last 3 bosses of the game, I just kind of hung out and healed myself a bunch of time while some player that I brought in beat the guy down for me. But
Well, there you
but
go.
some of the ones, some of the hardest ones, you just can't find someone waiting to go and help you. You have to take them out, and you do. But still, much harder.
Yeah. Anyone else want to chime in on this? Because I'm just going to think, like, okay, you got that difficult game like that, but again, that aspect, somebody else can come in and help you. What about old school games like again, Ninja Gaiden?
Well, think about old school, like if we go back to arcade, like Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh,
You can
I love
that player
game.
would put in his quarters as well and together you can get further.
That's true, but what about the home port though? Eh?
Well, that's where they just made it basically easier because you just how many continues would you have?
Oh,
You'd have a few
3.
anyways.
3, I think, right off the
Yeah,
bat.
you're not feeding it quarters, but
2 and
it
the
was
one that
still
doesn't
there.
show you.
Basically, every player gets $1 and you go.
Yeah. Well, see, when I grew up, though, we didn't have arcades like around here. Like, the only arcade we had was over at the hockey arena in the freaking native end of
No,
town.
we had Top
That was
Hat.
it.
We had Top Hat, the original Top Hat, in the Station Mall.
See, I didn't go further into town than that, really, though. I
I
know.
wouldn't
I was
let you that far into town.
Yeah, well, there you go. But yeah, so me just growing up, I just grew up on the consoles. I grew up on NES and SNES, so I didn't even own an SNES, but I grew up on it.
But you gotta think, it's nice now with all the downloadable games. Like me and Carver, we tried our
Smell like sausage.
we tried our damnedest to freaking beat Ghosts and Goblins or Ghouls and Goblins or Ghosts and Ghouls or whatever the hell
Yeah.
version that one was.
Probably
and
would have been
goblins.
easier if we weren't drunk by the end of it.
That was hilarious. What was it? 6 hours. We got to the second world and then just tanked, right? And it's like, oh, continue or press start to just erase your goddamn save file. And what did I do?
What did you do?
We couldn't get back to where we were that night, and we just gave up. But we got together the next day, relatively sober. We got there, right there, and further, no problem whatsoever.
Was that a martini night?
No, that was a Jaeger bomb per death night.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
That was
Whoa. Jaeger bomb per death night playing Ghosts and Goblins.
and, well, you can't just do a Jaeger bomb per se, but we just mixed mugfuls of Jaeger bomb.
How are you still alive? Fuck, man. Jesus
Well,
Christ.
the little night guy sure wasn't.
Oh, I remember Ghosts and Goblins when I was younger. I borrowed it from my cousin Ryan, and the first time that little devil guy comes flying around or something like that,
We got him down.
no, I couldn't get past him.
We got him down, no problem. It's just 2 of them in an area where there's sort of a raised set of platforms, like a set of stairs or something. 2 of them was just stupid to deal with.
Yeah.
God damn,
And
Japan.
I can't remember some of the other places. The place with the windows of those buildings or whatever, and throwing shit. And
Yeah,
this
just
game's just a
random
hateful
ghosts.
game. It's just that was where some sort of developer somewhere is. I want to make a fuck ton of quarters.
Ooh, I hate that fucking game. You played that, right, Greg?
Once.
Which one?
Which is
the
enough.
arcade or the NES?
Probably the NES.
Yeah. Fuck. Oh, I just remember from that game. Well, one of the first things I even remember this when I was younger too. I was pretty young when I played this game, but the opening scene of that in the NES version is it starts off with the girl you're trying to save and the guy you are, Arthur apparently, and they're just laying down, having a nice picnic or something like that. But Arthur is fucking buck naked except for his underwear, and they're out hanging out in a cemetery.
How do you picnic?
Anyways, but yeah, do you think games are getting really? Are you think they're getting too easy?
I think they're finally returning back. The curve is over. There was the spoon feeding, and I think it's going back the other way now.
Yeah.
You're seeing games like Dark Souls. You're seeing games more. You know what? It's coming from the indie world.
Yeah. Greg?
It's not necessarily that they're going back. There's so many people that are gamers now that they can create different niches for different people.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole reason this topic was part of this discussion was someone had posted on Reddit about dumbing down of games. And they were talking about the differences between just hacking in general in System Shock 2, Bioshock 1 and 2, and Bioshock Infinite. It just got progressively easier, where in System Shock 2, you had to look around hard to find a key code.
And you wanted me to do this?
The four of us together.
Oh, God.
I know where most of the stuff is.
This is going to be one solid playthrough of this game.
Be a bunch of, God damn it, Joe, no, over there.
But in System Shock 2, there were a lot more doors that you absolutely needed to have the code for to get into. Whereas in Bioshock 1, you could hack far more than you could in System Shock 2. And Infinite, Elizabeth gathers it all.
I guess, Deus Ex, pretty much you could hack anything in that one too, eh?
Well, it's not just hacking. If you couldn't get at something, there was always another way around.
Yeah, it was always like check a drawer because the book's right there with the computer that has the code on it.
Or you could just like blow down a door.
Oh, speaking of codes, Star Tropics, that bullshit code. When it's like, oh, I need the code to work the submarine, which was in your goddamn game manual.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of those.
Oh, shit. That's going old. That's going really old school. That's going
That's
Commodore 64.
Me and
That's
Shane,
old school DRM.
me and Shane actually one night we got to the last boss, but we could not beat him for the life of us in a single night. It was pissing us off. 5 a.m.'s time to quit.
Oh, shit. But, well, when you look at games, though, like just being too easy, the main thing is like just checkpoints and infinite lives, basically.
That's what it gets down to, is just picking up where you fucked up.
Yeah, which was not very...
starting over again.
Yeah, which was barely not very long ago, too. Like you're playing like Gears of War or something like that. The game is based around death, and if you die, then you're just about, like 3 minutes earlier.
Well, yeah, there's a difference between challenging and just like mind-numbingly, I guess, stupid.
Yeah, where you don't want to do the same thing again.
Yeah. Like, say, in Gears of War 2, if you... Or just any of the Gears of Wars.
Because they're all the same, Greg.
If you died, do you really want to do the entire level again if you just were at the boss? It's not an instant just restart because it takes, I don't know, half an hour to go through the level.
Yeah, and it's
Whereas something like Super Meat Boy, you're never more than 30 seconds from where you were.
Yeah, it's more if you're just dealing with the same waves of things in a game like that.
Yeah.
Where when you start over, where a game forces you to start over, you're expecting, like, even if it was 5-minute level or something, that every 30 seconds is significantly different than the last. Mm. Some platforms, some fighting, and then some whatever next.
See, but what about that sense of satisfaction, though, that you beat that thing? Like, if you went through that whole level, you made it to the boss, and you beat that boss one whole go.
You can still have that satisfaction.
No.
I mean, when you shut up.
Yes.
When you're at a save point or like a checkpoint or something, you still come back with the amount of health you had at that checkpoint. So it still is going through that. You just have a new way to like go about the level, or
in
unless
certain
you're
games,
not a good
yes,
gamer.
yeah, in certain games that's the case, but not in a lot. Some
But
you
even
start off, you're fresh off to go.
Even so, you end up checkpointing with lower health or whatever. A full replay, you could come back better off or worse off. And it's kind of a miss, but still, even so, like Skyrim, I'm a whore with the quick save button.
Well, the game's unstable enough as it is anyway,
Yeah.
so you want to make sure you're not that much further behind.
I don't think I've never dealt with 2 or 3 enemies without quick saving between them.
Your freaking memory is just loaded full of Skyrim saves. 1, 2, 3, step. 1, 2, 3, step.
You
1, 2,
joke.
3, step.
It's just like this hallway looks ominous, like the last one.
Just rows upon rows of arrows. Oh man, something's going down. Better save.
There's a dead body here. Did I kill that before or did I not? Just make sure. Step forward. Yep, I did kill it. Oh, frig. But I don't know. If they're getting around this curb, you say, then that's good. But I don't know. I still think they lost their way, and I still think they're always going to be those games that are accessible. So there won't be that group of casual gamers or something like that that'll just be like,
Is that a problem?
the majority of money they get from the video game company is through casual gamers, not hardcore.
Yes.
So you want to benefit the casual gamer. You want to please the casual gamer. So you want to keep that easiness in there.
Yeah, that's kind of the whole reason that difficulty levels are available. I mean, Metro 2030, Metro 2033 and Last Light both have a what's called Ranger mode, I think it is, where it is what the developers wanted the game to be, but they had to knock it down for people,
For the public.
just to make it more accessible. BioShock Infinite has 1999 mode.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. But it still has the thing, though, where you had to break this code or something like that. And then the code is right there in the bag.
It's still, like in BioShock Infinite, it still kind of makes sense. In a lot of cases, you do have to go find the code before Elizabeth will even go do it.
It's true. But I don't know. It's been a while since I played Infinite. And Infinite's the only one I played. There were other ones before this? Holy shit. That doesn't make sense. Why would it be underwater? Shit. I don't know. I personally think they need to really get back to the old school ways of just... I find more satisfaction from beating old games like Bayou Billy or Ninja... Like, okay, if you're playing Dark Souls or Demon Souls or whatever the hell other Souls you're playing there and you beat that game, you feel great, right?
Yeah, that is, like I said, proudest achievement in the gaming.
What happens if you went through one solid playthrough? That's kind of sad, but one solid playthrough of Ninja Gaiden and you beat it. What would be more satisfying?
Battletoads. Just because
touche.
just because I beat it before, and I
You
just
did?
really want to beat that game again.
Oh fuck, man! I don't know. I can get through that goddamn the cart one, okay, but once I get past that, I'm fucked. Ugh.
But for the most part, you'll probably see like platformers are still going to hold to the old style. You die, you're doing the level over again. Though you even see that getting, you get some hand holding in there too with the new Super Mario Brothers. You die 5 times and it will beat the level for you, and you get to watch it do that.
What? I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, no, yeah. You die, I think it's 5 times on a level. You have 5 attempts, or maybe it's 10. I'm not sure. And as soon as you go in the level, there's a block above you, and you hit it, and you turn into, like, auto-controlled Mario. At any point in time, you can retake control. So if you just want to get past some certain section that's been pissing you off or something. But I have not ever once done it. I'm just going to say there. But...
Sure. How do you know?
But
it exists?
the other thing is the new Super Mario Bros. The Luigi expansion or whatever.
Whoa! Wait! Whoa! Hold on. What is this?
They put out the Luigi expansion pack for the new Super Mario Wii U,
Holy shit! What's it?
and it's actually good. They upped some things to it. They remixed all the levels, so they're similar and the world is the same. But you play as Luigi. He's got sort of the hover jump.
Oh my God, no way.
Yeah, and
Awesome.
but the
You've got
you,
Doki.
you start the level with the critical time every time.
Oh, really?
Yes, so
Shit.
it's sort of a stress to beat them, and they have all 3 coins in there still to collect.
Holy shit. This is something we got to play, I think.
But unfortunately, the one thing they add, if you have a co-player, he's Nabbit from the Raving Rabbids series, and he's invincible. Straight up 100% run through anything invincible. The only way you can die is jumping off into oblivion.
A pitfall.
Yeah. Now, they also just basically said if you just hold whatever button, like X or you'd have to check online, and hit start, instead of playing as Luigi as first player or single player, you can just play as Nabbit and be invincible and beat the entire thing.
They're getting old school with little codes, the combination of buttons to hit.
Oh, that still reminds me, I've not tried the Konami code in Rogue Legacy.
Oh, no?
Not me either.
Did you say Konami?
Konami.
I thought you said the Konami code.
The Konami code.
Konami.
Remember, this is recorded. We can always go
Konami.
back.
Well,
and-
do you remember how I pronounced
judge
Naga?
Konami code.
It's gonna have the 3 of us just sitting around here, just in scientific outfits, just doing tests. And then Konami or Konami?
I don't know the ah. I know all my ahs are pronounced A's. We've established that last episode.
Yeah, and we lost a good percentage of our audience in that one. Oh, frig. But I can't believe they got Doki Doki Panic Luigi in that. And that's kind of cool. I really wish they would have a little option where you could the first thing that pisses me off with those Mario games is the new ones they don't have. You can't be Peach or Toad or something like that.
Sure, you can. Mario Party, Mario Kart, Mario Tennis.
In the new ones where you're the platformer.
All those ones, if you're anything beyond Mario or Luigi, aren't you just Toads?
Yeah.
Yes,
That's stupid.
except for now Nabbit.
Except for now Nabbit, if you want to go bitch mode.
Yeah.
In any of the Mario games where you could actually be Toad or a Toad.
There's
thing
only
person.
really one game that ever did all that character cast, anyways. So you can't really say
No. Mario Brothers 2, you could be Toad. Mario Kart.
Well,
Mario
then you're
Party.
getting away
You're
from the platformer ones
No,
that you
I'm
were
just
just
saying-
complaining about.
I'm just talking about in the Mario universe, if you had the option, would you actually take the option of being Toad instead of, say, Luigi, Yoshi?
No, I'd be dry bones. 100% dry bones.
Giggity. Craig just looked, Jesus, disgusted. But I don't know. Comment what you will about this. Jesus, that was loud, and you didn't turn away from that.
I did turn away.
Fuck me.
Cough.
But I don't know if games they're starting to get it right going back. I still think they need to go farther.
Crank up the difficulty.
You know what they should do? Just remake the whole goddamn NES and the game
And
library.
waste everyone's time?
Certain games like
Yeah,
that,
really.
yeah, I'll play them. But I'm one of those ones, all those shooters, like even when I'll grab BioShock or whatever, if the difficulty's there at the beginning, I would just be like, casual. I'm one of those.
Well, I'm one of those people that will pick easy mode in games just because I don't want a challenge. I want the story.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's
I want
me.
the story, and I have like 50 stories to get through
Yeah, that's
because I have a lot of games that I try. Some definitely if it's there. Platformers specifically, I'll put the difficulty up. Ninja Gaiden, fuck no. Game's hard enough on its own. Just regular difficulty is bullshit.
you gotta love games that are just regular difficulty and then they get progressively get
One-
harder. There's no easy.
One thing though, FPS shooters like tactical ones like Ghost Recon and stuff like that, I prefer the ones where it's like a one bullet, you're down.
Well, yeah, realistic.
Yes.
Rainbow Six. God, I love that game.
Yes, for sure. We got to. We still got to get all copies of that and record some Terrorist Hunt.
I tried to get that working, and for some reason, at least Rainbow Six 3, when you are on a LAN with modern computers like Windows Vista Plus, everything is just laggy as fuck. Like it's 3,000 millisecond or greater, even on LAN.
Really?
Yeah, I think Carver, Julian, and I tried to do that once, and it just was completely unplayable.
Sure.
That was like 3 years ago.
Oh shit.
How many milliseconds is that?
Oh man. All right.
System shock lag worth in milliseconds.
What? That was bad. I was hosting and I was lagging.
Yeah.
It was just weird.
Oh shit. That's gonna be if we get that going, that is gonna be a pain. I tell you right now. We're gonna get to the first door. Okay, we gotta find the code for this. Beep 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 beep. Error. Incorrect code.
Joe, get out of the way. I memorized this.
Oh yeah. Well, how many times have you played through that game?
I've played through it twice.
More like I have my phone beside me with all the codes on it.
No, but like the first 5 hours, no, first 3 hours of the game I played through probably about 10 times.
Oh yeah.
I just, like all games, I'd get to a point and just stop playing and forget about it, or my save game would be gone or something like that.
It's like the movie Sphere when Samuel L. Jackson gets to the giant squid every time and the books are blank. Watch it.
Is that
Just
is that a thing?
watch it.
Sphere. I don't know why. When you said Sphere with Samuel Jackson, the first thing that went to my mind was Deep Blue Sea.
Me too, actually.
We need to band together. We're gonna get off this one. Samuel, no! Best part of the movie's fucking gone. Now we're stuck with LL Cool J. Frag.
He was in it.
Yeah, he was the fucking.
Come on, man. Ladies love Cool James.
I saw it once and that was it.
I saw it a lot.
I've seen it a lot too.
Is that seriously his name, Cool James? Or did you make that up?
No, that's I think what it stands for is Ladies Love Cool James. I don't think his name is James, but
Okay. I don't know. I'm as white as they come. I don't fucking know. All right. Let's, well, we sidetracked off a difficulty there.
I prefer Ice Cube in movies.
Moving on. Oh, Christ. Okay. All right. I guess stupid question, or statement. We've all played plenty of games. Played some good ones, played some bad ones, played some really bad ones, some really good ones. But there was always that thing, though, that is either it was a bad game, it was missing something, or it was a great game, but it was just missing that one thing that would have made it perfect. If you had to pick a game and you change one thing,
The difficulty.
Well, we already know Joe's answer.
no, I was gonna say, I guess I mentioned this with Car before, but the one main thing that everyone would pick, though a majority of people would pick, was that a lot of games are great, but they're just missing that one thing, and that one thing is co-op.
Yeah.
You name a game, he's like, "Oh, this would be awesome co-op," and you think, "Why didn't they think of co-op for this
I
game?"
want Bulletstorm to have co-op. I mean, you're with one other person
I
the
thought-
entire way through the game.
I thought it did have co-op.
I want
No.
any of the
Really?
Elder Scrolls to have
That's
co-op.
weird. I added
None of
that
them do.
to my co-op list because I went to the store page and it said co-op.
It's not co-op through the story.
Oh, what's the co-op through?
Probably just a mini mission mode or
Yeah,
co-op,
it's just like
horde.
I hate that.
What was it? Dark.
Well, that's still something we need to play.
Yeah, they gotta specify that on Steam or just anything. It's you got co-op horde mode, co-op story or something.
Yeah.
Co-op
Yeah,
horde
campaign.
is not co-op. That's
Yeah.
just
Or
multiplayer.
separate co-op campaign that is 1/10 the length of the original single-player campaign.
Like Doom 3.
Rage was a problem with that because
Oh,
it doesn't
right.
have story co-op.
That I know
The
wasn't
Darkness
good.
2 doesn't have story co-op.
Yeah, that was bullshit too, because we all got Darkness 2. Like, oh, co-op, yeah, play through the whole story. Nope.
Total false advertising.
Play through this story co-op, suckers.
No, but Doom 3, when you play that co-op, it's like a condensed version of the game.
yeah.
Yeah, it puts you through some crazier situations, though. Your first level,
Yeah.
and you come around a corner, some bullshit's throwing fire at you. You don't usually see till the midpoint of the game.
Yeah. Another game too would be like the Sniper Elite V2. Like,
Actually, the sniper, that's the one where there's the terrible, like, you can bullet time through people and see their organs and shit.
yeah.
Yeah. They put out a co-op zombie version.
Yeah, but still, that's what I'm gonna say. Like a game like that, like the full campaign, like working together or something like that. Like the game is like almost pure stealth with positioning and knowing all that stuff like that.
It might be too hard to pull off co-op.
Again, difficulty, challenging, satisfaction for completing.
Oh, fuck, they found me.
But they didn't find me. Bam.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Keep running.
that's what
Keep.
You're going too fast. Shoot him in the knee.
No,
I gotta let them catch up a little bit more.
Another game that I would absolutely love co-op in is the Stalker series. But
Yeah, I saw those on my list and I was like, oh, please. And then I was like, oh.
the way the AI for all the characters is set up is it would be completely different from one computer to the other. They would need to create a whole other, basically separate game to do the if they were going to add cooperative play.
Jeez.
Well, maybe they should do that.
I really, really hope they do. The developers that did it, I think they're under a different name now, but
Frankfurter.
no,
London.
they are making a Stalker, almost an MMO.
Really?
Like they want to have the whole world where people can go in, kind of like PlanetSide sort of thing, where you've got this massive landmass, but you've got like caches everywhere, and you've got different stalkers going in through different areas. And
It's like you were doing a little dance there while you were doing. Can't wait to watch that back. You're definitely gonna dub in some kind of little jingle jangle music there. It's time to hit the music.
grab something from the Fallout soundtrack.
No, just get Mafia 1 soundtrack. Oh, you got that?
I don't know the first one.
That totally reminded me. Remember we
Probably
were
have a Steam thing.
talking a couple episodes about certain songs and how they
Well, the
were
soundtracks.
linked with the game and stuff.
Yeah.
The opening to Fallout 3, I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire.
I don't
yeah.
want to set the world on fire.
That's fucking good.
I heard the commercial a lot.
In that, did I mention the Quake 2 soundtrack? I can't remember.
I do believe you did.
Yeah.
The one dude that did like all the music for those games or something.
That was for Unreal, but
Oh, maybe it was that.
Yeah. Did I mention Tetris in that?
Yes.
Oh,
Somebody
I don't think
mentioned
I did.
Tetris.
No,
Did they?
let's
I
play
don't
some
know. I said
Tetris,
Dr. Mario.
motherfuckers.
Dr. Mario, and then tell me someone Tetris right after him.
Anyway, back on topic.
We had a topic?
Oh yeah, change anything in a game. Well,
Other than co-op,
I know this is a ways back or whatever.
Any game, I said.
Actually, this would be half a decade back, but
that's not a ways back. That's freaking
or
5
no, wait,
years
sorry,
ago.
half a century. Half a century. My concept of a decade was off.
just by a little bit.
A little bit.
What's your concept of a century? Because that's 50 years ago.
I know. Battlefield 1942.
Well, that's not. You're better off half a decade ago.
I wish that game when it first came out had proper, like, not broken AI. I played that endlessly, even with, like, oh, I'm a sniper, and they're just fucking humping that flag, so we're just gonna just keep killing them, whatever. But
yeah.
that game was a game changer for me. That one, Battlefield.
See, the thing though with me, whenever I played that though, and I found the same problem. Like, these AI are just so fucking stupid. They just keep lining up down this one general path. I just get one piece of artillery and just and let my other AI guys go and grab the flags. But whenever I turn the difficulty up, again, difficulty up on that, and made the AI a little bit smarter or something like that, they still did the general same thing. But when they shot at you,
Yes,
they hit you every goddamn time, and they hit you in the head.
that was the one thing. It's just doesn't make them really smarter per se, but they are fucking accurate.
Yeah, it just makes them aim bots. It's basically all it does. Oh man, I played that Actually, I never played that game like multiplayer online
Me either, actually.
up until a couple months ago.
Now that it's
And-
free on Origin.
Yeah. Oh, get that game. For the love of God, get that game. Play it online.
Best playing co-op with that. Buddy, drive this truck right through there really fast. There's a cluster of guys. No, man, totally do it. Trust me. Just did not mention like 4 dynamite in the back that I have set.
It's like, are you sure? Yeah, that one right up there. Look at it.
Or actually, I think it went more like, oh, drive us through there, but I bailed out.
Oh, yeah. Bailed out.
Yeah.
I didn't do it this time. Come on, I'm in the vehicle with you. What's the word? See ya. What? Oh shit.
And that's what they kind of improved upon that in Battlefield 3, where the C4 in that actually stuck the vehicles. You didn't have to position it right in there. Oh, troll.
That's about the only thing I can think of that I'd change anyhow in a game.
See, Battlefield, like, 1942, man. Well, if I could fix anything, I would go back in time.
There's
to
ones
fix
that
so
are just bad games, and you can't really just say, oh, I wish you could just change it to be not a bad game because I've been looking forward to it, and it just turns out terrible.
Okay, wait a minute. If you could, have you played Duke Nukem Forever?
No.
Enthusiastically. Carver? Have you played Duke Nukem Forever?
No.
Greg?
Yep.
If there's anything about that you could change, what would it be?
You can't just say not be a bad game.
Yeah. Released it 10 years ago, and everyone would have thought it's the same.
Just pretty much.
They would have been fine with it.
They should
And
have.
then there could be some other shitty sequel we're complaining about.
They started out with the Quake 2 engine, then they bumped up to the Unreal engine. They should have stuck with the Unreal 2K4 engine and just built the game from there, rather than, I don't even know what they stuck with, or if they made their own one.
Borderlands. What's the Borderlands engine?
That is not the Borderlands engine.
No, he's
No, it says
asking
what
what
is.
is.
What is the Borderlands?
Oh, they made their own.
They made their own?
Isn't Duke Nukem's new one based off of Rage's engine?
No.
No? All right. That was a flop. That was like all the hype, that Rage engine and everything, eh? And then
It's great on consoles because they have the set hardware. As soon as you bring it over to PC, where they have like just an infinite array of different hardware, things just fell flat.
Why is Duke Nukem Forever on your Steam library?
Because that's where I got it.
It's on my Steam
can't
library,
delete-
and it's just going to stay there.
remember that article of the guy trying to cash in a pre-order from like 10 years ago for Duke Nukem Forever?
He got it. That game company didn't exist anymore either. It was one that GameStop had overtaken, but they still honored it anyway, just for like, holy shit, you still have that? Fine. This is, yeah.
You're on the news. You can't really.
You're either
Yeah.
committed or you're stupid as fuck.
It's like we could give this guy this free game and just shut up, or get bitch slapped with some press.
I just think of that as bitch slap with some press, like extra forceful.
I think it's a cock slap at that point. Oh, shit. All right. Okay, so okay, co-op needs to be more co-op options in games, and if there's not, they need to make it more specific of what they are. The co-op options in
Well,
games.
Yeah.
Even if someone makes a game, like if you make a game and it's awesome on its own, I'm fine with that. Like if they made Grand Theft, like if they did Grand Theft Auto 4, I love it. If like a year or 2 years later they released co-op Grand Theft Auto 4,
Yeah.
pay, whatever, I probably would buy it.
Yeah.
You make multiple people, like, if there's a 4-pack on Steam, I'll probably buy it.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
be like, good news, we're playing this, suckers.
There's been plenty of those.
Yeah. Well, what was it? Well, yeah, the thing is too. But then there's like the PC games, like with Grand Theft Auto 3. They're like, they didn't have multiplayer with that, but people
Modded it.
modded
Yeah,
it, so you could.
Just cause.
But it wouldn't really. There would be problems with it, or
Yeah,
something
it
like
was
that.
it was okay. It wasn't.
Yeah, if the game is designed to be that, then yeah,
But like I'm saying, like you can make a game and then
re-release it.
even if the company just mods it and releases it again,
yeah,
Or they take a community mod and then build on that. Like
Yeah.
put an actual design network code into it or something.
yeah,
yeah,
I would buy it again.
yeah. Oh yeah, in a heartbeat, easily. If
Touche.
you're
I know my next business plan. Hammer Kings is single player only for the first version.
I don't think that'll work out too well, Chris.
Yeah, no, it's totally going to be co-op only for the first while, or not co-op, but just multiplayer versus just fuck programming AI.
A couple year co-op douchebag Chris.
But that's for another podcast of my own someday.
You people asked for it, and it's here in a couple of years. Co-op. Okay, but
The next Johnny Fish, or whatever the hell that guy's name was. Whoever made Fez.
Phil Fish.
Dick
Phil
Fish.
Johnny Fish himself.
Yeah, fuck Johnny Fish. too.
Beluga fish.
Beluga Fish. Oh, Fukin.
Kafilka fish. Fukin. Phil fucking fish. Yeah. And then, previous episode. Link here.
Yeah.
Wait. Where's the camera? Link here.
I don't know where it's going to be. I can put it
Here.
anywhere. Just
Link
gonna
here
be-
where my band-aid
It's
is.
going to be a link and Greg just shoving it in your mouth.
It's gonna be behind me, just dry humping me from behind.
Stand up.
I wonder
Zip,
if I
link
can
comes
do,
out.
like
Knowing you, Greg,
mobile links.
just for spite, you're gonna find that or create it and then do
Yeah.
it.
Next time we record, that wall's just going to be painted green behind you.
Just walk in here. Hey, when'd you do that? Don't you worry about that.
Nothing. It's, yeah.
Then we talked about another thing we would change, which was Chris.
We would change Chris.
What?
No, I was gonna say, but the other thing that you suggested that we change.
That was 1942, the AI.
Yep.
I would fix it in that game,
All right.
and then I would rebuy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was one of my favorite games.
I still remember. Like, it's free on Origin. Get the damn game. Play it online. You
Oh,
can
I
play
have
with like how many 30 some players on there. I think.
I don't know.
I think that was one of the first games to do 64 player.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to say,
Yeah.
like, if it was anything, it seems like it should be 32 players. But
Yeah.
maybe that's just me.
If you can do 60, if you can do 64 or something like that, then by all means, yeah. Like it's an awesome game. If you get people on there who know what they're doing, and not just everybody picks fucking recon or something like that, just snipes each other. It's a lot of fun. It's a
Sniper
great game.
Wars.
Oh,
The only game that I liked Sniper Wars in was Team Fortress Classic on 2 Fort.
Team Fortress. Oh fuck! Good times on that. Cover me, Joe. Cover me. I'm playing Xbox here on the other side of the room. Okay, I got ya. And go. Joe, I'm getting hit. Joe, help me. Turns around. What the fuck are you doing? I'm playing Xbox, you freaking idiot. I'm not even
right.
playing.
No, Ghost Recon. I like the Sniper Wars and that. I don't know
I
if
never
it,
actually played Ghost Recon.
it wasn't a defined mode, but you just kind of like, yeah, we're all gonna go in snipers.
Well,
we're gonna be
neither-
teams, and yeah, you got huge maps, and you're trying to pick people off and stuff. Awesome.
I think Carver thinks I know where I'm going with this. Call of Duty multiplayer, the original Call of Duty. Carver goes on the German side and he grabs
Fuck yeah.
KAR.
Scopes are for
98,
suckers.
And
You only
for
need iron sights. Glack,
for
glack, glack.
some goddamn reason, he just hones in and every time we join a game, I'm like, all right, allies, Carver, yeah, shit.
It's those LAN parties
You
we went
go,
to. Like,
trouser
we
snake.
just after a while we just could easily just spot.
No, it was fumbles. It was always fumbles.
No, it was always everybody against me and frickin' Ben. There's the idiots over there.
That was
Get 'em.
mostly in Halo though.
And
Dota.
Dota.
Or Dota.
Or
depending.
Dota, whatever.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
This is fuck Joe and Ben. That's what it was.
Hey, you could have picked a different lane. You could
I
have got the
did. I
rest.
did pick it. Your guy could go through the fucking trees. Shit. God, I hate
Especially
that
when it
game.
was nighttime. He would just
You could have got your team in that lane. It would have been fine.
No, it wouldn't have.
That's what I mean. I would be fine.
You would
Let's
have
do
just
this.
ran straight in there, snuck up behind me, give me the freaking assassin attack or whatever. Fuck, I hate those games.
I
I'm
hate
not,
the behind me Carver's assassin attack.
I'm not looking forward when we to play stupid games like that. I swear to God.
I've never
Actually-
played a single one, so
Or League of Legends or anything like that?
Not once.
Okay.
Oh God.
I absolutely hated Dota when we were in high school because
Jesus Christ, how old is this?
It's an old game.
It was
Like
originally
Warcraft 3.
Yeah, it was originally a mod for Warcraft 3. One of the custom games for it.
yeah, and my internet connection sucked, so I could never join them. So whenever they played at LAN parties, I would beat Ben.
Any sense at all? Julian played. His internet was like run on horses or some shit.
Mine was somehow worse. I was further from a switching station than he was.
Ah,
That's
And
true. Yeah.
So yeah,
Back in
I
the
always got
days when
stumped.
that mattered.
And
Wireless was a thing of fantasy.
once League of Legends came out, I figured I'd give it a shot again because it was the same basic idea behind the game. And I fell in love with it until the beta was out and the assholes started pouring in.
The asshole
then-
started pouring.
Yeah.
Asshole ho!
Hate when it rains, assholes.
That's like, yeah, that's always in those
High
games.
chance of sphincter outside.
Bring your umbrellas. There's lots of fecal matter dropping. Oh shit!
You just had to make it dirty.
But oh man, I fucking hate that game. Every time I'm like, Ben, okay, Ben, don't. Okay, we gotta be ready. When Carver comes, we just gotta bolt back to our goddamn base and just fucking hide there. Okay. Oh, Ben, there he is. Ben, there he is. Ben, there he is. Ben. Carver, fuck him up the ass. Runs away. I think if both of us just directly attack him, we should be able to take him. Carver with his fucking hotkey.
Or you just die faster.
Yeah.
So many innuendos.
Yeah. Well, freaking hotkeys. Remember Carver and I playing back in the Empire Earth when it came out? We played a full nights long length custom skirmish really like that against a couple of computers. It'd take us forever to find the damn things. And it shows the stats at the end of it, the graph. Hotkeys pressed, Carver 78,000 or something like that. Me 3 by accident when I put my drink down.
Why do you rest your drink on your keyboard?
I'm tired. It's dark. I actually bump it or something like that. I don't hit it with the key. It's Carver's computer, so I don't do that.
Fuck you, Carver.
Fuck. Thank God we're on the same team. I can only imagine if we were against each other. Whole lot of nuking cavemen. I'll let you know that.
Don't you know every 10 hotkeys you get a bonus?
Shit. I didn't even know what the fuck hotkey was. For the first 3 times we played, I looked at hotkeys press. I'm like, what the fuck is a hotkey?
A button.
A button.
Oh, God.
Thank you for securing that out. Anyways. All right. We're going to take a break now. We'll be back in a little bit. Keep with us. This is GFYI.
Jazz Studios.
Oh, hey guys, what's up? Oh, so what computer games have you been playing lately?
I play Minecraft.
Oh, choice, hey bro. What about you, Petey?
I love Dota too. It's really quite good.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, you play on a team of 5 against another team of 5, and you defend your ancient from the enemy team.
Yeah, from what I hear, it's quite
You select a hero from a vast pool of champions, each with a handful of unique abilities, and a limited time to earn money, which can be sped up by last-hitting enemies. Your hero's abilities are gained and improved as you level up, the cap of which is level 25.
So you're pretty into Dota 2 then?
There are
eh?
3 channels between the team bases, which have towers defending them. Each base spits out troops which you cannot control. It's incredibly difficult to understand proper strategy and tactics, and the people who play it are often overpassionate and easily aggravated. There are many champions who are difficult to learn and sort through, multitudes of items to buy and sell with both active and passive abilities, and the courier mechanic to transfer them back and forth from the home base to your very position on the field. Battle lines constantly shift, choke points are vital to understand, and the tension is as high as the burning heat of the eternal flames of hell.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like League of Legends?
I play Minecraft.
You just slapped me in the face. Anyways. All right, we're back.
About to.
Everybody take their turn.
Just smash. Technical difficulty.
Right. Okay.
Just a dust ball with Joe's head. Like,
I need that the technical difficulty sign off The Simpsons where it had this little puppy with the extension cord in his mouth.
Oh shit! All right. We're gonna stop talking a little personal opinion kind of thing really quick before we go into the gaming news. In RPGs that have morality systems, I know where Carper's going with this because he's like this in real life. If you can be good, evil, neutral, lawful good, lawful evil, blah 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 blah, what are you when you usually play? Because you don't just there's usually a set way that people play and go, whether it be was trying to think of what, like Dungeon Keeper? No. Diablo series or Mass Effect or Elder Scrolls, you name it. Dragon Age, Fable, yeah.
Yeah, there's a list there.
I know.
I saw it. That's when I saw the. I started naming them off. I don't
to
have to.
pretend it's not there. Like I know what I'm talking about. but-
Baldur's Gate, Neverwinter Nights.
Yeah.
I don't know if those are, I can't see the list from here.
They're on.
yeah. Those
Anyways,
are the best
apparently.
selections.
And
Actually, I think Dragon's Age had one of the best morality / story editing choices.
the only Dragon's Age game I played was Dragon Age Origins, and
That's the only one I played too.
I fucking hated it.
Whoa,
Fucking hated it.
me and you have a problem.
Yep. we got
Yeah,
issues.
you got
I
more
sta-
than one.
I started
it-
playing
I
through it,
think
and I
it
was
was
like,
Origins.
man, this thing's like just the most epic movie that I've played through.
Yeah, I don't think it was Origins I was playing then because
You might have
the
been
game
playing Dragon Age 2 then.
I don't know.
Because
It
a
was
lot of people hated that one.
Yeah, I didn't really care for it either in the end.
which was the one with the thing.
Oh, thanks.
You're thinking of Halo.
Oh, never mind. Yeah. No, fuck, I hated that. No. But I don't know. One of those games I played because it was just
There goes some more of our demographic.
fuck 'em.
Yeah,
No,
precisely.
we need them. We have 6 people that watch this, and 4 of them are here.
Oh, I don't watch this.
Oh,
So I don't know who that third person is.
My wife's one of them.
Shit, you're married now. That's right, eh?
Check it out, Bling.
Sorry.
you're making it worse.
But
If you're watching this, I love you.
yeah, where do you usually go? Because with certain ways, the way it usually goes with like morale.
Oh shit, he was looking.
You know, but the way it usually goes in with morality systems is if you're good or something like that, usually you have that whole karma system, whatever. But usually the benefit for that would be like experience and
Being poor.
yes, experience and being poor versus not as powerful but rich as fuck, and you have all the good stuff. What do you usually go with? Greg, start this one off.
The only one out of that list that I ever actually played was the Mass Effect series. And I always went with just good. All the way
Paragon?
through. Yeah.
Paragon.
And I tried playing a Renegade once, and I was objecting with everything that Commander Shepard was saying, and I'm just like, this, no. It was funny for a while, but this is just, I hate Commander Shepard.
I can't be a dick.
I couldn't do it either. Elder Scrolls Skyrim, the Dawn Guard. My first one was I chose to be a vampire, and I started to play, and it was just like, oh, I'm rolling back a save. I can't do this. I just can't. I can't get away from my set way that I will play as a character when given those choices, and I guess it would be lawful questionable is the way I play.
Lawful questionable?
Mostly lawful good, but every once in a while, like I'll pickpocket and I'll steal and I'll stab that person if they're angering me.
So
but
lawful evil?
I was gonna say I will not rape that person unless it's for the good of the nation.
well, that's the thing. I will sacrifice the lesser for the greater good.
Yeah, that always
For
works
the
out
greater good.
well. Oh Jesus.
Now, those games though and Fable's actually a bad choice on that list that I had there because it's not so much of a good versus evil choice. It's like a lot of the ones they present you in fucking Fable are what's the least evil thing you want to do?
True, yeah.
It's like, oh, do you want to kill your family and your dog, or one or the other, and you can be rich as fuck, or it's just, I hate the one. It's like, do you want to save this person or that person?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, well, fuck you, I'm Batman. I can save them both.
Except one of them gets half burned. It's true.
And then turns into a fucking evil villain. And yeah.
Oh, thank God you're here, Harvey.
Harvey.
Two-Face was just here.
Hang
Oh, God, Two-Face, you bastard.
Let's see.
That's my vag.
Some stuff happened. You suck my dick.
Like a lot.
Like a lot. How was that, by the way? Because I hadn't showered, and I fight crime in a rubber suit. Really seals in the flavor. Yeah, what?
Now you have my permission to cry.
Which one of these tubes you smell out of?
I'll link that in the video. Just go about the thing.
Okay. So we got so far. Greg is just a pansy who's all angelic and everything. I can't hear me now.
I'm pretty much the same.
You are, but you will fuck someone if it's for the good of everything.
Yes.
Questionably good. For everything. Greg's good. Chris is questionably good.
And like Greg, I tried to just have a second playthrough that was
Try to be a prick.
yeah, and I just can't do it.
All right, I know the answer to this is going to be Carver. Can you be a prick through games?
Not really, actually.
Oh, fuck off.
No, like, but seriously, like, I don't know.
This is where we need the dun 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 thing you
Yeah.
do.
Well, there was a nice pause in there, so I could add.
But yeah, like, I don't know. I'm along the same lines. Like, when I can, like, I'll steal everything from everyone always.
Well,
And then
that's not.
then it's just like all like kind of my feel of the other characters. Like, if someone's a dick, I'll just kill them.
Yeah, it's like you were telling me there when we were deciding if we were going to play a game and someone was just
Chaotic
being
good, yeah.
annoying, even just annoying, you were going to break their knees and leave them.
Oh yeah, we were talking about if like we made like a zombie apocalypse kind of role playing
Tabletop,
game.
yeah,
And it's like
yeah.
it's like
Well,
there's
let's-
just some people. You're staying until there's an issue, and then you're food, so I can leave.
So Carver just shifted to chaotic neutral.
Good. I'm glad someone knows. I was like, I don't know where this falls.
I'm not a dick.
I was thinking, is there like a lawful chaotic? But no, those are
That's why. That's where I.
Not good or evil or
That's
neutral.
where I
He's
came up with that lawful, questionable. Yeah, which I guess lawful neutral falls more or less. Should take care of it. You know, for the most part, I'm lawful good.
You're Judge Dredd.
Actually, I guess neutral good's pretty
And
close.
then Carver's Deadpool.
Well, yeah,
that makes a
that's
lot
true.
of sense.
Yeah,
Jesus.
actually, Judge Dredd. It's just I will make my decision, and it's unquestionable.
You know why? Because you are the.
Speaking of which, that was a really good movie.
It was a good movie. Did you see the remake?
Yes, that's
Carl
what I
Urban?
mean.
Oh, I thought you meant he doesn't say the in the remake. Carl Urban.
No, I know, but he's just badass.
I love the killing in that movie. It was really funny.
Yeah, I have it in 3D too, and it's just ridiculous in some places. The slow mo is just
I watched
awesome.
I watched it in 3D in theaters. It was really
But
good.
beyond the 3D, the gimmicks and the action or whatever, it is just a damn solid movie.
yeah, it was simple, straight to the point, whatever.
Pretty sure there's a second one.
Really?
It's
Coming out.
being
Perfect.
It might have gotten enough that it could be. It's critically acclaimed, and I don't think it just had the following that it should have.
And the thing is, too, people who are fans of Game of
And this is
Thrones
why
got
this
their
is an
gift because
FYI.
Cersei died in it.
haha.
Fucking bitch.
Holy fuck! You're right. That's who that is.
Lena Headey.
Oh yeah,
Good actress.
Yeah, yeah.
But fuck,
I thought you were
just-
talking about the actual series. I'm like, you fucking spoiling that.
No. No, God, no.
GFYI, our spoilers are lies.
I thought you read the. I could say I thought you read the books.
I'm just starting book 4 right now.
Oh well, is she still alive in that?
Yes.
Anyways,
Everyone else dies.
I don't know.
Okay, fuck
Yeah.
off. No more. Purposely avoiding books until I finish watching, like,
Judge
when it's
Dredd
done.
2, I am the law.
No, it's Allah.
Speaking of Carl Urban, I'm actually waiting. Oh, God damn it. Now, just lost it. What was the vampire movie there?
Blade.
Priest.
Blade 2.
Priest. Yes, I want to see a
3.
priest too.
Yeah. Well, not even just Carl Urban, but what's that British actor's name?
Yeah, no, he's badass.
Michael Caine.
Sure. Wait, was he in that?
I mean, our pink elephant trainer.
Big up. Anyways.
Barry
Okay.
Brown.
Okay, so far we got well, what would Greg be then if he was on that chart? Would you be lawful good or neutral good? What would you be? Would you be Superman or Batman?
Probably neutral good, just
Yeah,
because
see,
I have done some fairly evil things, but it has been to evil people.
So you're Batman. Hey, Batman.
I don't know, where does this fall? Is this good or evil? It's just like when I've got my arrow knocked and I'm zoomed and I'm like, I can't quite tell from the number of pixels I have if that's a bandit or a civilian. We're just gonna let this fly.
See, now, Deadpool. Yeah, so, okay, we got chaotic good and all that. But if I was going to pick anything, I would be lawful evil. Because the thing is, you got lawful evil and then you got chaotic evil. Chaotic evils, they know they're fucked. They know exactly what they're doing. They know why exactly they're doing it to be that fucking evil. Lawful evil, let's see, slaves would be tyrants.
Because of that
or the
image,
chance theirs.
I'm actually going home and watching Watchmen now tonight.
There you go. Yeah. So, but Jesus.
We got an achievement, guys. We talked about D&D stuff.
But yeah, I would easily go the lawful evil because I am doing my greater good in the most evil way possible I can. Because it benefits me.
See, I tried...
Which I think benefits everyone else.
I tried
but
my
doesn't.
Skyrim run. I tried to be... I'm an elf, and normally I just play human. I don't even dive races, for that matter.
Yeah, I did watch the last freaking podcast. You damn right he is.
But
hates mice.
I tried to be like a little sneak thief thing, and I don't know. I tried to dive a little far from my comfort zone, and it just hasn't naturally happened.
Hey,
But what about when you have your choice of race? Do you pick a different one, Joe, or do you stick to human?
That's a good question. Shit, that was bringing me back to freaking Saints Row the Third conversation about how we created our guys there, and I just made the most fucked up one I possibly could.
Or in Saints Row 4 when you play as Dr. Manhattan.
Oh shit. Hey, Dr. Manhattan's the fucking shit, man. His balls just hanging out.
Say big blue balls flapping in the wind.
I wouldn't say that's the part that's hanging in that movie, but you know.
Anyways, but Skyrim's sake, for sake like that for races, then I just I don't know. I usually stick with just the human, just the
Racist.
basic brawny guy. Because when I play games like that, I'm just a straight up brawler, melee, or a range guy or something.
Are
Like that.
you?
So I'll either be a human or I'll be an elf or something like that. But after I do all that stuff, like I will experiment. I will go the reptilian route or the cat route or whatever the hell else is
You
in
will
that damn
become
thing.
a furry.
A furry. I will be a furry or scaly.
Oh,
or
fuck
whatever.
Go yiffing all night long.
But yeah, but no, I don't know. I usually stick close to the home with the this normal skin. But yeah,
Way to
Normally
word that.
stick home with the normal skin.
normal skin. I didn't say anything about color of skin. I just said something about
I
normal.
just looked at your arm. That's all you did.
I was looking at the.
I didn't say anything about color either.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Let's get off of that. All right. Let's go into gaming news here. All right, Greg, kick us off here. Once you're done with that booze.
Kick it.
Okay, first thing, Left 4 Dead 3, there was a leak about it, and it's going to be, apparently, in the Source Engine 2. Where this leak came from was there was a group doing a tour of the Valve studios, and one of the developers had forgot to turn off his monitor with the Valve dev feed, which is like an RSS list of everything that's going on. And one of the tourees snapped a picture of that and put it up on Reddit.
The only thing I have to say about that is that list that was showing is just fancy as shit. Normally development type stuff is just plain and boring as hell.
It's Valve. They make everything as awesome as possible.
Really? At what point do you
Including-
take it to the
Including the basement they're beating that guy in right now.
It's all styled like Dota.
Oh, great. Oh, cool. So,
Or they've got the Watchers, or whatever they're called from Half-Life 2, just injecting the Vasquez into his brain or something.
at first I
I
thought
gotta just face crab.
when you're telling me the whole thing about doing the tour thing and the guy left the thing on and somebody from the tour guy, I knew you were gonna say like took a picture of something. I was hoping you're gonna say something awesome, like they just grabbed the computer and just fucking pulled it.
Jump through a window. Suckers!
Left 4 Dead 3.
And it's worth nothing because it's all on a central server.
Well, there you go. But all right, so this means
This means that the Source Engine 2 exists. So that's bonus for all of us. We knew that Valve was working on
bonus
something.
or boners.
Both.
Checking. Oh, I still have the mustard stain. God damn it.
That's not mustard.
That also
I hope.
that also means that Left 4 Dead 3 is in the works.
Awesome.
And by
Association.
all of that,
Yeah.
by association, Half-Life 3 or Episode 3, but probably Half-Life 3 is going to be built in the Source Engine 2. And
Because they couldn't justify building a new engine for just a Left 4 Dead.
right. Half-Life is going
Sure they could.
It's most likely going to be their flagship game for the new Source Engine. So it might be the next big release. Half-Life 3, Left 4 Dead 3, and
Halo 3.
You heard it first. GFYI. Random screenshot. Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Maybe.
They could take the Microsoft approach and just be like, oh, well, now we're not going to release the single player.
Oh, bastards. Nothing but co-op.
Nothing but co-op. By co-op, we mean multiplayer.
Nope, co-op.
No, he means just horde mode only.
It
Oh,
has
could
to
you
be.
imagine that? Half-Life 3 only horde mode.
Nothing but head crabs.
Yeah.
Coming at you.
Nothing
I'm
but
sorry,
Valve
I'm an-
offices burning
I'm
to
an
the ground.
aliens man. Those things are face crabs. As far as I'm concerned, face crabs.
Facehuggers?
Yep. Nope, face crabs. Can't be face huggers. Whole other franchise.
They said you're an aliens fan.
Yeah, I know. But
That's
I'm just
what
not
they're
going to call them head crabs. They're face crabs.
They're
but they don't
face
attach to the-
huggers.
I don't care.
And aliens are called face.
Fuck
You're
you
not
all.
you're
I'm
not
done
an
with this show.
You're not an aliens fan. You don't even call the freaking aliens the right thing.
No, I know in aliens they're face huggers. But I'm trying to take a little bit of that, bring it into Half-Life, and call the head crabs face crabs.
But they kind of start right here and then go over. So I think, I don't know. I've only played Half-Life.
My face is on the back of my
I
head.
played Half-Life 2. I have Half-Life 2. You, wait, what?
Well, I cannot be named.
What the
Anyways,
fuck are you drinking?
some kind of energy drink laced with Coke.
Or just turpentine.
just vodka.
Straight kerosene. It's good stuff. Okay, moving on.
We don't need another one of these.
Shut up. There's no Street Fighter 5 till 2018. Oh, my balls just cringed.
And you know what? It's just going to be people put on a VR suit, go into a ring, and actually physically fight each other anyways.
Why do they need to put on the VR
So
suits then?
what, real
Yeah,
steel?
really.
Because then it shows up on the
Could
televised channels
Just,
there.
could just film it.
I've
They're
done,
fighting anyways.
But you could cell shade them. Or
Oh. I don't know.
Well, yeah, that would take a lot of the effect off the people watching at home rather than like blood and teeth getting thrown everywhere. It's just cell shaded.
hey, it works for eggnog.
Especially 2-bit eggnog.
I think that's I think that's a sword. Whatever. Oh man.
Fuck, that was so good.
But yeah, Street Fighter.
You know what though?
It's what?
I can't even like I played Street Fighter 2 back in the day. I even played the original Street Fighter on
Yep. That's an interesting game.
fuck. But the original Street Fighter 2 though, that's awesome. Turbo I played, but everything else after that
2 is the pinnacle.
yeah, oh yeah, easy.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts. 2 is
Yeah.
the pinnacle.
They nailed it down, right amount of characters, right amount of everything moves and everything like that.
And I can understand the fact that there would be no 5 till 2018 for the simple fact of the investment they put in their graphics engine, because you got to admit 4 is a really unique, well-presented game.
It's pretty.
Not only that, getting the hitboxes right
Yeah.
on like an actual
On a model. 3D
on
model.
a 3D model, yeah, is just insanely difficult.
Yeah.
Actually, it would
think.
be just a projection.
I don't know.
Not that terrible, but
Are
still.
you having a
Anyways,
stroke over there,
nonetheless.
Carter? What's going on? No?
You are out of picture.
He's just going to say your head's gone. Happy now?
I didn't even realize that.
I don't
Next
know.
commercial break, he gets uncomfortably close to me.
I was gonna say I think I'm sitting in the same spot, but if not, then I've been sitting here this entire time. I haven't slowly moved over.
Well then,
Anyways. But, no.
All right, let's redo the whole thing.
I'm going home.
Welcome to Go Frag Yourself. My name's Joe.
And I'm all alone. Except Carver completely out of screen. I'm here. But, oh, shit. Now we're off
Continue
balance.
talking anyway.
One.
Street Fighter
Or two.
Yeah, Street Fighter 2 I played. I didn't play any of the Street Fighter 3s or anything like that. I didn't get Street Fighter 4 until Super Street Fighter 4 came out, and it was at the game shop there for like $10. I had no interest in getting it because I just like the good old nostalgic feeling of that. But then I actually seen gameplay footage of it. I'm like, oh, it stays true to simple Street Fighter mechanics and all stuff like that. So I got it and I loved it.
Simple but challenging.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck
yeah,
yeah.
it's difficult, and if you fight against someone who knows what they're doing, you're gonna die.
Boned, major boned.
I'm just like, why didn't it register that Hadoken?
Did you say Hadoken?
Hadoken. We are.
Don't do this again.
Konami?
No, stay on topic.
Stay on target.
Who's your favorite Star Wars character? Anyways,
Oh fuck yeah, those Ewoks are the best.
They prefer little Wookiees.
oh fuck me. Okay.
So,
Okay. Thoughts on
did
this?
they have an actual particular reason, or they just said there's no Street Fighter 5 until 2018?
I'm assuming they want to. Well, they already have basically perfected the game with Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, which they've been using for tournaments like Evo.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming they want to stick with that up and like for a certain number of years, so that people in Evo or just tournaments from around wherever can actually work on their skill and get better and better before they release a new edition.
So they just want to juice these guys up until freaking 2018.
Totally unrelated, but I just wanted to bring forth a fact. Check your public library for borrowing video games. I was in
whoa. Wait a minute.
I was in the library today, and I just thought of it right now. They have Metro Last Light for the 360 right now.
What?
Yeah, that's like what, a week or two old?
For renting or for like
For borrow, free borrow.
Last Light is about 2 months old.
Is it?
I don't care. That's relatively new.
I was insane. I was just like, okay, so there's an entire row of Xbox, PS3, and Wii games. Wow. Oh, all right then.
Public libraries. We aren't your daddy's libraries.
It's freaking. This should be public libraries. Fuck you, Netflix or
Yeah.
freaking
Gamefly.
Blockbuster, GameFly, whatever the hell's out there
So
now.
that was my bit of news. Anyways,
Fuck, man.
back to Street Fighter.
I'm completely shocked by this. Fuck Street Fighter. No. 2018. Well, 5 years away. I don't know. That's a long time to.
I don't think it'll matter. I mean, like up until Street Fighter 4 came out, they were still playing Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Turbo in major tournaments.
That's
Yeah.
theoretically the end of the next generation of consoles.
It's getting there, yeah.
Like that's basically what those games have come down to, though. Is like, especially like the Street Fighter things. Like, most of their life is in playing against other people.
Yeah.
You don't need to release new ones.
No.
Yeah.
don't
You need to
keep-
release.
Yeah.
A new
Well
character
balanced.
every once in a while.
Yeah, well
I
balanced.
still don't
Great
agree
games.
with that.
What?
What?
Just the paper character models.
Oh.
It's one thing that's just drove me up the wall for Injustice already, which, as far as fighting games go, I love that one.
Well, isn't the new
Mortal
was it
Kombat.
Xbox One talking about Killer Instinct? The new Killer Instinct coming out or something like that. I think they're talking about with paper character or something like that.
Yeah, that and I just do not want to see a season pass for characters.
Oh, fuck. Jesus. Anyways, I don't know.
It would be perfect for the model like LOL does, where every week just have a rotating free group of like if you're doing that, like a free group of fighters every week it changes, and then you can buy like if you
Buy
really
your
want
favorite,
to play
yeah.
one, you can buy it.
Free test drive.
Yeah,
That's not a bad idea at all.
Yeah. A demo run with the character or something
Yeah,
like
like
that.
where
Because
then if you don't
the
want to
thing
pay
is-
for it,
Don't.
yeah,
with fighting games, the balancing and hitboxing and all that are a little bit different than something like, I don't know, League of Legends. Especially since something like Street Fighter is done with a much smaller team.
right.
Yeah. So
Look at Skullgirls.
I knew you were going to that.
Well, they actually had a breakdown chart of all the costs of everything that needs to be done to release one character.
And it just goes to show how off the industry is.
we need to explain why.
Was it 250 grand for a single character?
I can look it up again, but
Really?
I think it was 200 grand, and they ended up getting like 600 or 700 grand on Indiegogo.
Wow. Jesus.
But yeah, most of it's down
It's
to
a lot
like,
of salaries.
Well, that's true. yeah.
salaries and balancing and hitboxing were the major ones.
Yeah. I
Like even
suppose
the
that's true,
animation
yeah.
was fairly cheap in comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose so, yeah. So basically, what they're doing with Street Fighter 4 or whatever like this is now, too, they're just basically StarCrafting the hell out of it, eh? StarCraft 1. They still play that in tournaments and all that crap like that, eh?
Not anymore. They actually stopped that even in Korea.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's StarCraft 2 now, but it
Well,
was last.
Brood Wars.
Yeah.
Or
late-
Roars?
Yeah, it was for,
Over in Korea, you get you win a tournament. Do you get a permanent military rank? Strategist of some sort.
I think
didn't
you're
hear that.
president in the next term.
Okay, awesome, gotcha.
And then when the whole war breaks out there, and then or peace, whatever breaks out, that they'll interchange between North and
Release
South.
the Zerg. We really don't have Zerg. Oh, you picked the wrong man.
Yeah, I don't think
I think
Flash has a military rank because of StarCraft.
You never know. You might. What do we do? Good Flash, quick. I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed by this, but then at the
Last
same time, I can
Starfighter.
understand it.
Yeah, well, it's just like the StarCraft thing. Like, it's release, balance,
Just
Yeah.
balance,
just
balance,
balance,
Base knowledge.
base knowledge, balance.
It makes sense to me, but it's disappointing. It's disappointing to me though.
But
I don't know. I don't really care.
yeah, I don't really care either. I don't play fighting games, and this just seems like a good move, really. I mean, they've got to be making more money off of just Evo tournament alone in advertising.
Yeah. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Kind
Yeah,
of thing.
like why invest God knows what to make a new engine and well, just a whole new game.
But what happens though if the new systems come out, next gen systems come out, and
It's interesting. They're not backwards compatible.
that aren't backwards compatible?
That is not actually a major issue.
They're gonna have to just release Street Fighter 4 HD. Oh god damn it! They're gonna name that HD.
Yep.
Anyway, with the-
HD.
with the backwards compatibility, there was actually like an electronic poll taken, not by people clicking on it. It was just, what is it? Metadata just taken from people playing.
I thought you said people meditating on it.
They're
Backwards compatibility.
I was like 0.01% of all users actually used the backwards compatibility.
I've never used it. Well, I've used it once. I
Well,
think, on PS2.
360 is terrible because you have to go check a fucking list to find out if the game actually was backwards compatible. My PS3, I definitely logged more PS2 hours in than PS3 games.
Yeah.
And you were one of that 0. Whatever percent.
Way to go.
Woo!
Yeah, I
We
was
are
gonna say
the
the
99.
360. If I wanted to play a game, I'd just put it in and it worked.
I have a
only-
couple obscure ones.
The only game that I have that
That's your
didn't work on
Tentacle Palace.
the only game that I have from original Xbox that did not work on the 360 was Chronicles of Riddick.
Oh,
Escape from Butcher Bay.
Oh, yeah. Classic. That's a good game.
But mind you, I have 2 original Xbox.
I was just going to
consoles.
say, I'm like, you
And
have.
I have Dark Athena on PC, which comes with the remastered version of Escape from
Yeah.
Butcher Bay.
Oh, yeah.
Butcher Bay.
Because the thing is, too, with backwards compatibility, odds
They're
are...
making a new one, by
if-
the way.
What?
Awesome.
Riddick?
Vin Diesel's producing.
Yeah,
I think I
it's just
heard
called Riddick, isn't it? It's pitch black, too.
No, you're thinking of the movie. We're talking about the game.
He's
game is
too. Yeah.
he's
Pitch Black 2, The Darkening.
The dieseling.
now I gotta watch that movie again. I love that movie.
Which one?
Pitch Black.
It was a good movie.
Even Chronicles of Riddick was pretty good.
Carl Urban.
Ah, yes. He had a weird haircut.
That we did.
The freaking universal necromonger mullet.
I can't think of a movie that Carl Urban's in that I did not like.
Doom.
Well, you know what? I didn't mind Doom.
I like
They
Doom.
changed so much of it that it wasn't actually Doom.
See,
Well,
but
yeah.
it was a movie in its own right.
I watched
know.
I
Wheelchair
watched Doom
Pinky.
in theaters. I liked it. Then I watched Doom again in general, and I didn't like it.
I did both of those as well, and I enjoyed it both times.
Well, yeah, but you're what, chaotic good or something like that, or neutral? Or,
I don't know.
You're Deadpool,
Lawful, chaotic.
so lawful chaotic. But yeah, I don't know.
Oh, speaking of which, back to that. There's always a difference between how you play your game and you're saving to when you've done that save and you're going to be done for the night. Let's see what we can do for 20 minutes before I go to bed.
So you're experimentally evil. Then. I'm just gonna dabble in here. I'm not gonna go all the way. I'm just gonna try it.
Sounds like something else.
Yeah, but well, same thing. But
Quick load. What are you talking about? Gotta go. Let's pretend I was never here. What are you talking about? Gotta go.
dude, where were you the other day? I don't want to talk about it. I erased it.
So I guess we're pretty much done with Street Fighter then, eh?
Yep.
Well, until 2018, apparently. Fuck.
Until we record a tournament.
Yep. All right. Next, PlayStation Plus subscribers get Hitman Absolution for free, minus sub cost,
Damn it, I paid $4 for that.
tomorrow. Apparently.
Yep.
What's a PlayStation Plus?
PlayStation Plus is basically
Live.
like Xbox Live, but
I thought
Worst network.
wasn't that PSN?
Goes down for a couple months straight.
PSN is just
Free.
basically the multiplayer portion with the store, where PlayStation Plus is all that. Plus, you get a rotation of free games. I think there's like 3 AAA titles per rotation,
Yeah.
Cool.
as well as a bunch of other indie games and all that. It's
The value is actually there for it.
yeah.
I don't use my PS3 worth shit and I don't pay for it. But the stuff you get a base discount off of pretty much everything too.
Yeah.
When you buy.
There's a lot.
I want the people to hear me.
There was a lot of bass in that.
Bo, 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 bo,
You
bo.
want the people to hear you? Okay. Say what?
No, you get discounts off game or DLC, full games, stuff like that. But yeah, the rotation of the free game, awesome.
That's pretty cool. I almost wish I would have kept my original gigantic ass PS3
But
that
I-
cost me $900.
I think the only time I actually ever had full PlayStation Plus was when they gave me a free month when the entire PlayStation network went down for 2 months.
Yep. That's the only way that I had it as well. I ended up claiming like 2 free games permanently rather than just on rotation. I don't remember what I picked because I never play it, but if you're a hardcore PlayStation 3 fan and you don't have PlayStation Plus, you probably should get it. It is worth it.
Aren't they not a hardcore PlayStation 3 player then?
He's probably got a point.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
You hating?
Don't be hating.
You're a hypocrite. You ain't.
He's a phony.
He's a phony. Hitman Absolution. Good game.
Good game.
Yeah, critically high rated. I picked it up on the Steam sale. I haven't started it yet, but been fan of Hitman since came out.
Balla.
Yep.
That's all I remember, playing the original freaking Hitman there, just pulling my ballers, and guys would just go flying.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Come out of a basement cellar, and there's a guy there, and you just unleash bullets, and you're just like, I wanted his suit. Where'd he go? How the fuck is he on that roof?
The thing that always bothered me about that game, though, how everyone in that is just stupid or blind or something like that, because you're sneaking into a place, you're this albino bald guy with a tattoo barcode in the back of your head, and you're just walking into this place wearing one thing 1 second, another thing another second there. Like, you're sneaking into this like Colombian drug lords thing or something like that. There's Latino guys everywhere, mustaches, tan, dark hair. One albino guy is walking down wearing a chef outfit or something like that, who was just bringing ice cream in a second ago.
Don't you know to them, we are the chefs.
I don't know. They're great games, though. I like the games, and the cool concept, the mechanics, and I like that too. So that
Just like movies, games don't have to make sense.
Yeah. It always ends up the same way, too. So much time spent knocking someone out, sneaking in and then being like, you know what? Fuck this. And just clack, 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 clack. Just everything dies. It's like, all right, there we go. That's better.
Wait, does that game still have the whole health system, or does it have that regenerative system?
I believe it has a health system.
Yeah, even all the way up to Absolution.
I don't know.
I think so.
I haven't played it.
Don't know.
That's back to the difficulty thing again.
Yeah.
Regenerative health.
Yeah, I remember playing the original Call of Duty.
Yep, I'm
on
just
the
gonna get
hardest
that.
difficulty. There were no health packs in the entire level.
2 shots. Okay, I can't even get grazed now.
That was my greatest gaming achievement, was getting through that, and I was just like, you know what?
Well,
Fuck it. I just want the story now.
What, level 1?
No, the
'Cause
entire
really-
game.
Oh, cool.
Regenerative health, all that comes down to is like a boring moments of the game where it's like, I dealt with the situation, now I'm just gonna sit here behind this, or I'm in the middle of a fucking firefight, and I'm like, all right, just gonna hang out behind this dumpster while they're retarded over there, and
Oh, I'm back up. Screen's not red anymore.
there we go. Yeah, there's no more red tears on my screen. I can at least see. Oh shit! I took a bullet again. God damn it!
That reminded me of a picture I saw. I can't remember who it was. It might have been a Dorkly comic, but it was just this 4 panels of one guy, and the first panel is he takes a bullet. Second panel is blood is just gushing from his eyes. Third panel's a little less. Fourth panel is everything's back in place, and he's just looking at the panel like this.
They make good comics.
And for those just listening, like this is just thumbs up looking out.
Oh, I haven't actually converted any of them into MP3s.
Yeah.
They've all been just video.
Oh, if they're like me though, I'm just like, I put it on in the background at work and just continue working away. Not that anyone else listens to this anyhow, but for that listener out there, we thank you.
Now you got 2 pictures
And
of
I'm
Chris
doing
with
2
his-
thumbs up.
Chris with his thumbs up so he can be like, I love the games.
Shit. All right. PlayStation Plus subscribers, free Hitman Absolution minus sub cost, which is
What is the sub cost? Yeah, I don't understand. Oh, subscription cost. The $2 that you pay or whatever.
I was gonna say minus the sub cost. Like, what's that? The game? Minus paying for it.
You still pay the
Minus a
taxes in your...
slight transaction fee of the cost of the game.
But no, that's a pretty cool thing. I never knew that about the PlayStation, and again, I'm somewhat disappointed I don't have it anymore. Just for the options, really. I still have my PlayStation 2, and I play that.
You know
all
what
the
I do
time.
90% with my PS3 is play Peggle.
Play that on my computer.
We used to play a fuck ton of Peggle here when we're just drinking.
Yeah.
That is not a game to play like.
Do a lot of things when I'm drunk.
Yeah.
So, what, $10 a year less than Xbox Live?
Cool. Fuck you, Microsoft.
Is it? Or is that just? I'm
That's-
trying to think. Is that
That's not a
U.S.
promotion.
Is U.S. dollars?
It's on par with Canada.
No, it's not.
To your credit card, it should be.
To my credit card, my Visas be like, oh, you just bought something $49.99 USD. Let's just add $15 to that.
Because yes,
Your credit cards suck.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was an exaggeration.
it really wasn't.
I like my credit card actually. Gets paid for me, and not the balance part, but just the
All right.
annual fee and hell of a lot of points.
All right. So PlayStation players, they get a nice little thing there. All right. Oh man, last piece of gaming news here is state of Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy. Oh man, what a great.
Final Fantasy is dead.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Do you know what?
It died after 12.
The last couple, not a big fan. But we had this discussion. Actually, I liked 11.
Died after 12.
No, wait.
After 12.
11 was the MMO.
Yeah, 11 was terrible.
I was gonna say, I'm like, wait a minute, 11.
That was wrong.
Jesus.
I'm gonna have to go back and play Final Fantasy 1 now to redeem myself for that statement.
Or just play 7.
No, play 10-2.
8.
10-2.
8.
10-2.
7.
Anyways, now someone noticed in the gameplay trailer or whatever, the new one, and there's boob jiggling.
It wasn't in the game trailer. This was actually during a head-on discussion with the developers for Final Fantasy 13-3.
It was just happening in the background?
What?
Was like there's like a video of the game in the background, the boobs were just jiggling while they were talking about this?
Well, I guess, yeah, as Chris was saying, it was in the trailer, but someone noticed it and asked the developers up front. And the developers were just laughing about it. Yes, they upped Lightning's breast size, and they added boob jiggle. And I like
It's just a funny, simple statement. Yes. Yes. Breast sizes are up, and there's boob jiggle. You're welcome.
My milkshake brings all the XP to the yard, and they're like,
I really like Final Fantasy 13 and 13 too.
Nope.
I don't care if you don't. I liked it.
high five, Joe.
And
Back of your hand.
I can't reach over there.
Show
with
you
my
the
hand.
back of my hand.
Lightning was one of my favorite characters from it.
Oh,
and
my
this
God.
just kind of like destroyed any character that she had as it was, because it's completely out of character for her.
I like Lightning, and I like the story. I just hated the gameplay of Final Fantasy 13.
I never played it, so I don't know.
Story was great.
Joe, I will.
Seriously.
This is why I don't.
Seriously, I never played it.
This is why I don't take your opinion seriously on anything.
I don't either. But no, I don't know. I've seen gameplay footage of it. I've watched Carver play it, and it's just, I don't know. It's just not my kind of RPG kind of Final Fantasy game, really. I don't know. I grew up on just the traditional Final Fantasy games. The most different, I guess, Final Fantasy game I played was X2, and that was just basically a, I don't
It's
know.
fan service.
Yeah. There's some good songs in it.
That's why you play Final Fantasy games, for the music.
Yuna's fucking hot, man. I like to see her
Actually,
boob
the
jiggle.
music is pretty fucking good.
Yes, I realize it's good.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, so
Yeah.
so they made her boobs bigger and they jiggle. So
It's
Yeah,
character destruction.
Yeah,
it's not character. It's character restruction.
yeah, like it's like if you're gonna do that, just make a game like that, like Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball.
RPG.
Like
Final
if you're gonna do something like that, yeah, like RPG, I don't care. Yeah, do it.
Final Fantasy
Yeah,
Extreme
Final
Mud
Fantasy.
Wrestling 7.
Yeah, make that. I'm fine with that.
Tifa,
Don't fuck
Terra,
But yes, don't.
Yeah, don't fuck with existing characters and just do that just
Isn't-
cause, and
isn't-
then laugh about it in an interview.
Isn't
Fuck you.
Lightning kind of a tomboy, anyways?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Is that her?
that's her. This is one of the costumes they put her in.
What's on her head?
Yeah, it's one of those things
Her
where
ears.
it's like,
She is those real?
No,
Did she
it's
have
part
those?
of the costume.
Their handles.
I was gonna say.
but it's one of those things where it's like, don't just do it just cause. It's like, oh yeah, sure, you can add larger breast size, let you dress her up however you want, and add jiggle physics. It's like, just leave the character how the character is.
See, I can understand making breasts bigger and the whole jiggle aspect, but the thing is, though, when you're wearing an outfit like that,
You only get it if you play in high difficulty.
true, that should be, yeah, there you go. But like if they're wearing an outfit that tight, that's just basically a little halter tube top kind of thing, that thing's gotta be tight as fuck. They
Look
shouldn't
at
be
the
jiggling
armor.
anyways.
Look at the armor. That is protection.
What the fucking that
Yeah,
shield
the
hanging off her
skin.
wrist? Didn't College Humor make a freaking parody of this about female
Everyone's
adventurers?
made a-
Armor?
Parody of this.
Yeah. Anyways, but I don't know. It's not a big deal for me. I could see the downside to it, but it goes back up and frig. I don't know. I don't care for 13 or 13, whatever it is, and
never
then
played it.
because I don't care for it. I'm gonna play a game I don't care for.
He's got a point.
I don't even know why I'm gonna play System Shock
That
2,
is
but I'm gonna play it anyways.
That is not a point at all.
No, you look at it, you see some play, you're just like, I'm not interested. It's not happening. I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to play it.
Yeah.
Cloudberry Kingdom, Greg?
I know I'm going to play it eventually.
Yeah, I know, because we're also forcing you to play that for the.
Yeah, he just knows he's not going to like it.
It's because I
Payday.
it's because I generally don't like platformers.
Oh, yeah, no, fuck Payday.
Nah.
We're going to play Payday. Just so you guys know, some point it's happening.
Yep. We're just gonna ambush you guys, tape you down.
Well, I'm not paying for Payday 2, so someone's going to have to gift that to me.
Who said anything about Payday 2?
Well, it's Payday. It's
Yeah.
probably going to happen eventually.
Well, when it happens eventually,
It happens.
It
trying to
kind
think
I'm
about it.
assuming you're just going to
I'm
get a
gonna say,
4-pack
I'm
of it.
thinking about it. Did anyone pay for Payday 1?
I don't even know how
I know
that-
one person did.
I don't know how I have it, but I have it.
Pretty sure it was the same thing. Ooh, 4-pack sale. You can go with the other 12.
Why the hell not? All right.
Co-op for
okay, so really
everyone.
is
To be honest, though, Payday was. It was good, and I was having fun until we got into the second or third level, and we were stuck on the streets, and the spawning cops did not stop spawning.
well, yeah.
We killed more police than there are people in New York City.
Well,
Maybe they were calling in for reinforcements from out of state. It happens. Martial law, National Guard. Use your imaginations, guys. Come on. It's a game. It doesn't have to be me.
I imagine body count playing in the background.
But
Does anybody get that?
Nope.
easy Deadpool. Okay.
Ice-T's metal band.
Ice-T has a metal band?
They had a song called Cop Killer.
Oh, no.
I know about that. That was
Anyway.
a metal band who did that?
Yeah, body count.
Oh, jeez. Wasn't that back in like the early 90s or 80s?
I don't know when that was.
Fuck. Anyways. Or was that fuck the police?
That.
Anyways. So,
I
okay.
don't think that was Ice-T.
What, what do
that
you
was Ice Cube.
what do you think this does for Final Fantasy? Is this going to hinder it? Is this going to really do anything? Or is this going to be a little bump in the road?
It could
Or a couple of bumps in the road?
It could just be a bump in the road, but I mean, this could give them like the whole Team Ninja thing, where they did Dead or Alive Extreme, but instead of just doing it as its own offshoot game designed for teenagers,
And me.
they would yes. and
Well,
you.
look at look at Ninja Gaiden. That is absurd.
Yeah,
Some of the
boobs
female
in that.
characters are
Yeah.
just ridiculous.
Soul Calibur?
Yeah, those grew over time. Little Ivy.
You just wait till Soul Calibur 6 and 7 come out, man. It's gonna have to be 2 separate games just for Ivy
until
alone.
until it's happening within a single game. That's it. I'm making a new indie game. It's just they're gonna grow during gameplay, so you have to beat the levels before it becomes unmanageable.
The Japanese will eat that game up.
Coming to the Oculus Rift. Tit grower extreme. Oh shit! But I don't know. Have you heard anything about the new Final Fantasy game?
Not a whole lot extra. Basically,
Standard trailers.
yeah, standard trailers.
No gameplay trailer. Oh no, there was combat trailer.
Yeah,
Is it going to be the same as 13?
they've tweaked the
The
fighting
jiggle
a bit.
physics.
I did not like that combat engine. I
I-
did not like being direct control.
I actually enjoyed it a lot.
See, I don't mind the direct control kind of thing, but
Well, it's not actually direct
well,
control.
not direct,
anyway.
but yeah. But what is it kind of almost
Setting those preset sort of
You set
jobs,
gambits.
you set your paradigms.
Yeah, paradigms.
Paradigm-
That's what they
oh.
were. I am a turn-based player-to-player RPG player.
Yeah. Final Fantasy 12, I love that game. The combat system in that, it took me a lot to get used to.
Yeah.
And setting up like pre-fights and all that stuff like that, which gambit, which all this other crap that are supposed to be using like that. I never really got used to it. Probably would never beat the game. But it's a great game. I love the storyline and all that shit like that. And
The benefit
know.
it
If you
brings for 13 is it opens it up to be very fluid and just attack to attack. You don't. There's no pauses to the battles and a lot of auto battle,
Autobots?
auto battle almost. And it opens up to be more cinematic, but it never really took it to that level.
Well, it was basically a new design of it, and they tweaked it in 13.2, and they tweaked it again in 13.3.
New concept, and they just kind of...
Did you play 13.2
Yeah,
through?
twice.
Yeah. How was it
Uh,
comparison to the first?
I found it more entertaining.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have to take a look. Like I played 13 to the last boss, which standard Final Fantasy was, a ridiculously hard boss.
Took me forever.
But yeah, no, 13 after I don't know, a couple weeks of random tries and stuff, and even going back and trying to level grind and things, I just said fuck it, and I watched the ending on YouTube.
Unless you're playing Final Fantasy 8, in which case you
Like,
level
I've-
grind all you want. You're just fucking yourself more.
Well, no, yeah, 8 was, I dealt with the 5 final bosses that one had. This was just stupid, and I just gave up.
He's like, you too, be my friend.
It was funny. The entire game was a walkthrough until that point.
Yeah, that's what usually some RPG games are like that.
There was one boss in the middle. I can't remember who it was, but
Phil.
shut up.
Fish.
He just kept on totaling me. And then the second time I went through the game, I killed him in like 3 minutes.
And you got to him and you're just like, okay.
No,
Here we
I
go.
was like regretting, or not regretting. I
Worrying.
was scared. To,
Yeah. But you're like, okay, I don't want to do this. And you play him and you're like,
But you're a whole half game better, right? Just used to the controls, the schemes, and how to work with your characters more. So
Pretty much.
it's like puzzle games on your iPad. Just you go back to that first level where you only got 1 star in, you play it, and you're just like, holy shit, how the hell I only get 1 star in that?
for
Cool, I
those,
can go to the next level.
Just
It's a
silence.
legitimate comparison. no one else has those games. No one has like Jewel Mania or Candy Crush or anything like that. No.
I don't have an iPad.
No.
iPod. I anything.
yeah, I play
I have
Candy
my
Crush
phone.
and stuff, but
Yeah.
My phone.
I find that one still more random than, how did I fuck that level up anyways? It's just like, 2 attempts through the first level and I've got whatchamacallit just because they randomly generated the gems different and it worked out awesome.
Yeah.
Not so much the skill I've learned throughout playing the entire game.
No, but you know how to make those special ones that make multiple eliminations and all that shit like that? Make bombs.
Yeah, I just got that from all those
Weren't you
types of puzzle
condemning
games.
casual players at the start of this podcast?
I am a casual player.
Yeah, and what he has to say to himself is "fuck me."
Yeah, I'm self-deprecating. I know it.
I'm dumb and should feel dumb.
I'm dumb. I should feel dumb. Oh, but I don't know. I just Final Fantasy. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, where are we at here now? That's it. Are you sure?
Unless you have more to talk about. I
Is that a serious question?
Unless someone else has more
Let's
to talk about.
go.
We just going on break, or are we wrapping up? Or are we just anything left on the top?
It's a couple 2-hour videos though.
Or are we saving some stuff?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I guess it is kind of pushing it, eh?
Yeah.
I really got to poo.
Well, we'll end it there.
Thank you again for joining us here on behalf of Chris Carve and Greg here. Joe, GFYI. Go frag yourself. Thanks for joining us. Join us next time. Thanks.
Good night, London.
Good night.
Often I am asked, what does a hero truly need? Much depends upon the hero. Would you be swift? Then for you I have speed beyond measure. Would you be strong? Then I can grant you the might to overpower any foe. Would you be wise? Then come closer and I will unlock your inner cunning. What does a hero truly need? That is for you to decide.